10 interesting psychological facts about human body. Numerous secrets are hidden within our bodies. For illustration, we are sure you've wondered why people hiccup or how numerous mosquitoes it takes to drink a single person's blood. A lot of these weird body data have scientific backings. Be it some unknown data about your nails or some undiscovered studies about your skin, then are 30 fun data about the mortal body that you presumably did not know about. Our smarts help us interpret the terrain, fade everyone and everything, learn new knowledge, and ironically, we really don't know how important of our smarts work. Still, ultramodern neuroscience and neuropsychology have made significant strides in explaining the impact our minds have on our diurnal tasks. This is why psychology feels interesting and study-provoking to many people. So without any delay, let's just quickly get into 10 interesting psychological facts about human body. One, fingernails grow faster than toenails. Fingernails develop briskly because they're in the sun more frequently. In addition, the nails on your working hand grow briskly than those on your non-working hand, and the middle finger always has the longest nail. Likewise, the longer the cutlet's nails are, the bigger the cutlet, but no one understands why. Your toenails grow much slower than your fingernails. They grow at an average rate of 1.62 mm per month. And if you lose a toenail, it can take up to a time and a half for it to fully grow back. That's 3 times as long as it would take your fingernail to regrow. This is because your toenails are generally subordinated to lower trauma than your fingernails. Although you may end your toe then and there, this temporary burst of rotation won't have a continuing impact. 2. Botox deprives a person of emotion. Botox injections paralyze face muscles, which causes wrinkles to evaporate. Still, scientists lately discovered an interesting side effect of these injections: the incapability to feel emotion fully. The emotional state is directly affected by facial expression, so a person with limited capability to express feelings has smaller passions than those who don't use Botox. Botox blocks Wim-Wam's signals to muscles. As a result, fitted muscles can't contract, tense up. These goods are always temporary, but can last for several months. The muscle fitted depends on the primary area of concern. Several areas can be treated in one session. 3. Babies don't cry with tears unless they're at least a month old. According to several health professionals, it's entirely normal for babies not to cry or cry without gashes for 1 to 3 months after their birth because their gash tubes continue to develop indeed after birth. Congested gash tubes do in certain babe, meaning they can cry, but the gashes do not discharge typically. Still, a sticky unheroic discharge from accumulated gashes can be treated with drops or ointment suggested by your pediatrician. They will also show you how to wipe your baby's eyes and, if needed, also blarney the tear conduit. For only 2% of humans have green eyes. Only 2% of the population have green eyes. The largest attention of green-eyed peoples is in Ireland, Scotland, and Northern Europe. All races, including Asian, African, Caucasian, Pacific Islanders, Arabic, Hispanic, and the indigenous peoples of the Americas, can have green eyes. All babies are born with blue or brown eyes. Green eyes can take between 6 months and 3 times to appear in children. Five, your gut has a separate nervous system. All the organs that inclusively comprise the gastrointestinal system, gut, liver, pancreas, stomach, small intestine, colon, gallbladder, and rectum, are generally called the alternate brain. It's the only organ in the body with its own neural system, which comprises 100 million neurons buried in the gut wall. Consider neurons to be your nervous system's transmitters. They shoot signals to muscles, Wim-Wam cells, and gland cells each over your body. This alternate brain is so strong that it can keep working indeed if the main neural link between your gut and your brain is cut. This means that, indeed, if your brain couldn't connect with your gut, neurons in your gut wall can still transfer the information demanded for your digestive system to serve singly. Six, the placenta is an immune middleman. The placenta helps the vulnerable systems of mama and baby to talk to each other without having a fight. Throughout gestation, the placenta works to help mama's body from fading the baby as foreign and attacking it. During the third trimester, the placenta allows mama's antibodies to pass to the baby, giving your baby a starter vulnerable system, and this protection lasts for over 6 months after birth. Seven, the skin is your largest organ. The skin accounts for about 15% of our body weight, and its significance is largely underappreciated. It keeps everything on the inside from coming out, but it also helps keep us at the right temperature, helps us with touch and sensation, allows us to move without restriction, not too tight or too loose, heals and regenerates constantly and much further. It's a vital organ with a fleshy face covered with hair, jitters, glands, and nails. It covers your whole body and acts as a hedge between outside and inside terrain. Mortal skin is roughly 2 mm in consistence, weighs around 10,895.10 grams, which makes up about 16% of the overall body Massachusetts. Overall, the skin acquires an area of 20 square bases on our body face. Eight, you cannot breathe and swallow simultaneously. This may sound egregious, but is actually a deliberate evolutionary defensive process that stops you accidentally aspirating, choking on your own food, or indeed spear. It also works as a way of suppressing a habitual tickly cough. Just swallow and you cannot cough. Moreover, below the pharynx or throat lies 2 galleries important for mortal survival. There's the trachea or windpipe, through which air travels to and from the lungs, and the esophagus, where food passes through in order to reach the rest of the digestive tract. Now, to help food from entering your lungs while you're eating, which would probably beget a mound of complications, a small delirium called the epiglottis covers the trachea whenever you swallow food or drink a libation. Nine, an adult unitary bladder can hold up to 400 milliliters of liquid. Have you ever wondered how important liquid your bladder can hold? An adult bladder can hold up to 400 milliliters of liquid. For the liquid to reach the bladder, it can take up to 2 to 4 hours or 9 to 10 hours for an grown-up. Inside the aorta there's a renal medulla, which has small tubules and larger collecting tubes running through it. As the primary urine flows through this system of tubes, the aorta cells absorb about 99% of the fluid in it, as well as numerous substances that can still be used, and at the same time release other substances. About 1.7 liters of urine are produced like this each day. The urine passes from the feathers through the ureter into the urinary bladder, where it's stored. 10. Human beings glow in the dark. You've likely heard of bioluminescence, when living brutes produce their own light. Fireflies are bioluminescent, of course, as well as numerous species of fish, fungi, and bacteria. Guess what? So are you. Perhaps not enough to help you find your keys in the dark you see and descry it with the naked eye, but mortal beings do emit bitsy quantities of light. Japanese studies have shown that the light emitted by people peaks in late autumn, and relatively sensibly is smallest at night. The mortal body literally glows, emitting a visible light in extremely small amounts at situations that rise and fall with the day, scientists now reveal. Once exploration has shown that the body emits visible light, 1,000 times lower violent than the situations to which our naked eyes are sensitive. In fact, nearly all living brutes emit veritably weak light, which is allowed to be a derivative of biochemical responses involving free revolutionaries. Your body is amazing. No, really. The mortal body is a complex structure of connected systems and vital organs that work day in and day out to fulfill the functions necessary for everyday living. For illustration, in order to eat, your mouth, esophagus, stomach, liver, pancreas, and bowel must work together in sync to break down and digest what you eat while routing the nutrients necessary to keep you healthy. While most of us understand the introductory fleshly functions that keep us going, you might not be apprehensive of some of the further inconceivable functions your body carries out. So this is all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as we upload a video, and I'll see you in next one.